Evening all, how are we doing? Hope you're all well. I think I just scratched my head putting my hoodie on. Let's find out. Yeah, a little bit. Oh well. Clawing at my own brain, what a great idea. Cannot recommend. How's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. Then it's Wednesday all day, but then when it comes down to it actually being kind of vaguely relevant to something, goes completely out of my head. Sounds about typical, doesn't it? How are we all doing anyway? Hope you're having a good one. Made it halfway through, hump day and all that. Yeah, gonna play some Starfield. Should be cool. Immunosmandus, he did. So, yeah, looking forward to this. We did some stuff with Monsieur Walter Stroud, which was quite an interesting little quest last time, back on Monday. Turns out he has a fascinating relationship with his wife, which is unorthodox, shall we say. I'm sure that any such thing really exists anyway, but whatever conventional it is, it ain't what he's got. So, yeah. We made a deal to buy some stolen goods, as it turned out, and which took the form of the newest artefact, or artefact piece, and yeah. Having got that, we then had a run-in with a guy it had been stolen from, who was another ship manufacturer, or ship component manufacturer. I think does less, where Stroud Eklund make kind of whole ships, they only do parts. So, yeah, that was a whole thing. It turns out we may or may not have ended up with Walter getting a business deal out of this. So, that's quite cool. And then on our way to leave Neon, we got jumped by a very, very strange-looking ship that was quite interesting, with somebody called Helix aboard, and claiming to be something to do with Starborn people or something. We don't know much about them, other than the fact that he was trying to take the artefact from us and tell us that it wasn't for us and we weren't supposed to gain certain knowledge, which is going to go over about as well as you'd expect with humanity in general and Constellation in particular. So, yeah, that was interesting. We took a look at their ship, realised we had absolutely no idea what its capacities were, and couldn't make any kind of informed decision about what was going on, so we elected to leg it. So we did a swift 180, slammed the grav drive into the highest speed I could conveniently, and jumped the F out of system. And in the space of sort of 2.5 seconds it took for the grav drive, 3 seconds maybe for the grav drive to charge up and jump, we lost about 2/3 or so of my shields, and I have substantial shields on this ship at this point. So, yeah, that was getting rough quickly. I think that was like 2 hits, blasted about 2/3 of the shields away or something like that. So, yeah, that was a whole thing. I'm going to skip that one because I don't think I'm in the mood for this tune. Yeah. So our next play is to head back to the lodge and we'll discuss what the hell happened there. Once we've done that, well, I'm probably going to put a pause on things and maybe start with the Freestyle Collective Freestyle Rangers quest line, which should be interesting, and maybe cross off some other quests, if there are some in Akila City as well. Interesting to see if I could relieve them with that ship at some point. Well, we'll have to see. I get the feeling we haven't seen the last of them, so well, we'll see where that goes, won't we? Anyway, let's fire this up and jump back in and have a chat about it, I guess. And here we go. Well, that wasn't very subtle, but oh, whatever. Right, well, that's weird. Because you guys don't seem to have the audio from the game, but I do. Okay, I screwed up. Don't suppose this is actually going to work, but let's see how this goes. I clicked the wrong thing. So, any minute, we'll see whether or not you get the correct audio. Yes, wonderful. That's better. I have to choose my audio devices manually every time I launch the stream and then switch back again if I want to use my speakers, as opposed to channeling it through OBS and everything, so that I can stream it and hear it and everything else. And if I choose the wrong device, then you can get all manner of different things. Like sometimes you could hear it and I couldn't. Well, actually, no, there's only one device I can choose where you... yeah, where you guys can hear it. But sometimes I will hear it and think you can and not. That is I really did a number there. That really fucking wrecks. Yeah, so if I pick the wrong thing, it causes all manner of havoc anyway. Right, let's rock and roll, shall we? Am I actually bleeding up there? I don't know. Pulled my hoodie on, as I said just before, I just dragged my nail right down my bloody head while I was doing it. It was not the play, really. That's what we get for rushing. Oh well, I'll live. Probably. Maybe my skull will get infected and I'll die, but I'm not going to bet on that. Slightly morbid moment there. Anyway. Right, so where the heck are we? We are at New Atlantis. Cool. So, yeah.
I have something for you.
Leave. Androsia should be my active companion at the moment. I think we brought her with, didn't we? Yeah, she must be, because for some weird reason your active companion with this current ship setup either hangs out here if you leave via... If you return to the ship via the door, the landing bay, they seem to get stuck in this companionway and not go anywhere else. And if I come via the docking extension thing, which is up there, they get stuck in docking hatch. They get stuck in here. It's weird, but the ladder seems to be a bit beyond them. Oh well. Anyway. Should we fast travel to the lodge? That seems like a good play, really, doesn't it? Where is it? There it is. Talk to Noel. Who's blatantly spelt Noel. Andrew's just like right there in front of me. Plonk.
I do not spend as much time here as some of the others, but I appreciate that I was still given my own room.
Oh, that's nice. Here's Walter.
How is Neon? Are you okay?
I'm alive. Look at data from my ship's sensors. We were attacked. We need to hold an emergency meeting. Any strange ships appeared in orbit?
No.
Short answer. We were attacked. Emergency meeting. I feel that's the way to go.
Wait, what happened? Who was after you?
Take a look at the ship's sensor data.
How are you doing, Tengi? All
Everybody
right?
needs to see this.
All right, I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype? No.
It knows what that is.
Isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
Yeah, I've really having a dig at that, haven't I?
That's
Boy!
the faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
Who cares?
Call themselves the Starborn. Demanded we hand over the artifact.
Shove it me out of the
Like
way.
children playing with their parents'
Bish.
things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
None in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up.
Sam's over my shoulder. I can't see him. Oh, blood's here.
House for room.
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creators.
The accent doesn't line up.
Fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
Somebody cuff him upside of the head, please.
So, we have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
It's an avenging angel. Smack. No, it isn't. I don't know what it is, but it ain't that. Schmack. So Mateo's metaphor is not the one I'm going for. Pirates plane, they aren't human-made. Starship design could easily be... I mean, it could be, but he didn't seem to say... Also, he wasn't saying that. He was saying somebody we don't know about, maybe, but he was basically also saying he's never seen anybody using that name or with ships of that design, so that doesn't seem to align with what he was saying, unless I misunderstood what he was saying. Barrett's point, they aren't human-made. Because, yeah, they don't look to be human-made, they look way too old for that.
No settled systems lab made these things, and I doubt one of them made that ship either.
So we got some weird,
Not so sure about that bit.
extra-dimensional beings that coincidentally decide to build their spacefaring vessels exactly like we do. Not so sure about that.
Noel, start analyzing all the data from the ship.
Well, it's not
sensors,
exactly like
the
we do,
gravitational
that's the
wave
point.
they caused, scans of their weapons, shields, everything. We're in the dark. We need to learn anything about them we can, including some way to fight them if necessary.
Used to
Until
defend
then,
ourselves.
We stay the course, collect the artifacts. It's even more important now that an intelligence we don't know or understand is looking for them.
Get ready to fight. I doubt they'll stop. Should we locate them, see if they talk? Well, I mean, we could try, but they've shown they're willing. They want us to just do as we're told, and, you know, the shoe's on the wrong foot there. I do the telling, not the being told.
That ship could be anywhere in deep space. Even if we got lucky, a single grav jump and we'd lose them.
Which is exactly what I did to get rid of them, so, yeah. We do need to keep going and learning more. I definitely don't want... I don't know why they want to keep them out of our hands, but the more they want to keep them out of... something like that out of my hands, I would assume that I'm that much more keen to make sure that they fail, you know? Something they don't want me to have is something I probably do want to have. I mean, they might have best interests at heart and so on and so forth, but it rarely works out that way. Yeah, I don't think they'll stop.
All we can do is be more cautious, but we are not stopping. This could end up being a race we don't want to lose. Vladimir,
Yes, I think so.
has the eye picked up anything new?
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
All right. Good luck, everyone. And be careful out there.
When you get a
So
moment,
there we go.
we talk.
Sam wants to talk. I'm not surprised.
Hey,
Well-
good to see you.
Well, I'll be doing that, but I'm kind of pursuing Androsia at the moment, so...
You got time for a quick chat? I appreciate it.
Advanced Constellation helmet, huh? Oh, yeah, I've got I don't have my spacesuit on. Not as good as the one I've got. I'll keep it, though. There we go. One more artifact piece in there. I feel like there's still quite a few more that are missing. We'll see. So. I picked up a PS5 a week before they announced it was Xbox exclusive. Yeah, that's some unlucky timing there, Ozymandias. Definitely sucks. So further into the end, meet with Vlad about finding more artifacts, which we're not going to do right now. We'll do another time. I'm going to sidestep and do some side questing, I think.
Again. I was uncertain you would return.
No. Thinking about a thing, but I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, should just refresh myself as to what I've got stashed in my bedroom right now. Teo, you freaking dumbass.
Questions. Speak up if you have ideas. We're all here for the same.
I have a question. Were you dropped on your head as a child? Oh yeah, you see Vanguard spacesuits, backpack, and helmet. Oh, I want that for right now. Grand stuff. Yeah, that's from my background, which I wouldn't mind having. Mark 1. Mantis. Yeah, let's have that. I'll have that as well. Most of that can stay here, I think, for now. I'm taking this all over to be, at least temporarily, stashed in my spot on Akila, which is where we're going to head to next.
Welcome back, Captain.
Kind of want to take Vasco with me for a while at some point. I don't know if, I assume he does have storyline and stuff to explore. I think that might potentially be quite interesting. Right, let's bounce to the ship. I can sell stuff on... yeah, okay. We will just head straight to the ship. We'll head over to Akila. Pick things up. Yeah, interesting. But really, it was good. If I realised last time that this little turnaround in there was going to be so short, I might have
When you have a moment.
Christ, tacked it on to the end of the last session, but wasn't sure if that might have taken a bit more time than I wanted.
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here.
Hey Sarah, how about we get off the ground before you retract the struts, and then the ship just doesn't go thunk onto the floor, crush the entire landing bay. Probably Androsia as well, who's hanging out in there.
Orbital pattern locked. Easy.
Right, Xion. Let's go.
Jump
Welcome
complete.
to the Freestar Collective.
Want to do it
Please
again,
maintain your
just
current
for
course
fun?
while we scan your ship.
No? Maybe later.
All right, you're good.
You know it. Right, let's hop down, we'll drop some stuff off in my house, and then we'll head over to the Rock, because I think we need to talk to somebody in there to begin the Freestar Ranger story, which should be fun. I don't think I've got any... Oh wait, there's one quest possibly that I want to look into. Seems to be implied in the area. But I haven't picked up, but I want to look into. Sun's about to dip below the mountains there. Okay. I mean, it's setting in the northwest, as opposed to the west, really. Avoid the stretch, especially Aggies. Okay, first stop, Aggies. Still really want to get my hands on one of these outfits. They are nice.
Where that Galbank branch is cursed.
Fortunately, the only way I know about how to do it at the minute involves ambushing a random member of Akila City Security in a dark alley somewhere and stripping it off the corpse, which is not really what I want to do. kind of hoping they might give me one for helping them out, but they did not. This guy, I believe, the estate agent, is the one who has the quest. I think has the quest that I'm thinking of anyway. Right, here's my apartment. For the love of God. Stupid freaking buns. What did I pick up? How much spacesuits? That's the pack I need to put on there. Okay. It is quite a nice boost pack, that one. I do particularly like the design. I think it's probably one of my preferred ones at the moment. Anyway, goes on there. Now I go that button. Right, there we go. Huh. Well, I'm sure I could sell most of this. Maybe. I reckon I can find somewhere I can anyway. Don't want to store that. There we go. Doesn't quite fit, but kind of fits. So, what else have we got that I'd like to get rid of? I mean, kind of don't want to get rid of that because it's Jazz's outfit from Crimson Fleet questline. And this is Delgado's spacesuit, although it's not anything special, I don't think. I do kind of like the look of it, though. But that also ties into... yeah, I think this is probably going to be the one that goes. That's Crimson Fleet stuff as well. Well, actually, it's not. It's usually SysDev, but it's the reward from that quest line. So I want to put Mantis one on here. Bum. There we are. Full Mantis gear. Looking cool. I don't think... Was there anything else I wanted to display? Not too bothered about that. I think I want to work towards putting Constellation one on somewhere. Probably on that. Maybe. I don't know. But for now, I'll stash it, I think. No. Go there. So that can also go in there. I'm still a little over encumbered. Not too much. I've got some weapons and stuff to sell, haven't I? Okay, so we'll do that on our way back down to front of the Rock. Evening all, how are we doing? Rock and roll. Rock and roll, literally. Actually, this guy's right here. I might go and talk to him before.
With the Rock, the Stretch Housing Project has many people volunteering labor and materials. A real community effort. I love my job. So many memories. If you are ever looking, I'm the best realtor in town.
I'm sure this guy does have a quest that for some reason I can't seem to pick up. I also have another theory as to where I might be able to find it. Going the wrong way, really, didn't I? Oh, we'll get there eventually. There's the bookstore. There is a quest in the bookstore, isn't there? I should pick that up while I'm here, really.
Feel free to read.
This is a haven for all that love letters.
Permanently reload and draw Laredo weapons faster. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Anything else knocking around that looks worthwhile? Book idea. She started writing.
So many. If you want to purchase anything, just let me know. Or if you have any rare finds.
Really love books, don't you?
Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books?
Yeah, that's about thanks, now.
A window to mankind in its earliest days. Or their adventure with Homer. Or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books.
You run the store by yourself?
Yes. I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us.
Anything you're looking for in particular?
I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens.
What's wrong with Dickens?
Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless, but what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or The Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it.
Phil, you can make a weapon. Well, anything you want on digital. Just feel the same way about a good book. Hell yeah.
Who doesn't?
Crazy people. If I have any books for your old Earth collection, I'll sell them to you.
Let me see. I'm afraid there's nothing you have that interests me.
Nope. Oh.
You are welcome back anytime.
Good to know. I do find it amusing. She's like, yeah, everybody had the same idea, bring Dickens to space. Anyway. Something about... I heard something about blasting rocks for that guy. No, I've already done it. It's a reference to another quest, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. Brain has just caught up now. Going to sell some bits, and then we'll pick up this quest. This freaking town is so cool. The lighting here at night is absolutely awesome.
Everyone needs supply. Take a look around. Well, all kinds of things.
Let's see what I can get rid of first. Can't sell them stolen goods to him, although I doubt the Trade Authority will have the same kind of qualms. Should do it. Did we get 3 Crixus interviews? I don't know that we did. I might store them though, because I feel like I should keep them. Think cool. I didn't... Oh, wait, I'm looking through my own supply of stuff, aren't I? That was dumb. Okay. No wonder I've got a whole bunch of cool stuff in there, because it's the same stuff I've already got. It is my stuff. Cool. I think that's probably everything good. Yep. One other thing, two other spots I would like to stop by. One in particular I've just thought of. I'll stop by the Laredo Arms shop in a minute. Read about Dickens, never wrote Stephen King. You know, several of my friends are quite big Stephen King fans, but I could never get into his stuff, to be honest. Never did it for me. I'm not really much of a horror fan in general, though, so it might have something to do with it. The style didn't really click for me either. I read some stuff, but...
Akila City is bust? Happy to.
What have you got? Anything interesting? Really? Oh, it's a semi-auto Grendel, okay. Drum beat's quite cool. Not really the style I'm going for. Is it Combatech again? It is a Combatech, yeah, I thought it was. Regulator is quite a cool looking pistol. It's not as good as the Razorback, for sure, though. That is just a beast looking weapon. Fine Tombstone. Same tier as what I've got. Thought that might be the case. Any interesting stuff here? It's such a big spacesuit. I don't like a chunkier one over a skinnier one, but I actually quite like the ground crew helmet. Not the rest of the spacesuit, but the ground crew helmet's cool. But yeah, the mercenary suit is a little on the excessively chunky side. Right, I want to sell that, I want to sell that, I want to sell that. I think that's everything I want to sell. Let's go and see if Laredo have got anything worth a look while I'm here. Probably not, but... Not a big reader, Stingy. What really gets me is that I haven't seen a single copy of Lord of the Rings in space. Like, you can't have culture without that. It's just not possible. Prior to the writing of the Lord of the Rings, there was no culture.
Every gun gets... Here's what I have in stock right now.
But yeah, no, that's what I'd take to space. Moved everything from the lodge to your outpost. Yeah, it's all well and good saying stuff as much stuff in the lodge as you like, but it's a ball ache going back there. I mean, going to any one spot is kind of a pain in the neck. Having stuff on your ship is really the most convenient. It's kind of your mobile base of operations and home anyway, so it's one of the reasons I've got a fairly substantial cargo capacity on this ship. Interesting as around this. Could do. Evening Star. Yeah, actually I've got a whole bunch of stuff I intend to read in the non-too-distant future. A couple of things lined up. My brother's... well, I've never read Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, and that series, you know, because, well, seeing it on bookshelves in shops was just like, holy shit, this is quite the thing to commit to. So I kind of held off on it. My brother, on the other hand, has worked through it recently. He and his partner both, and they're like, well, we finished reading it. I can bring you some of them if you want. Just kind of taking up space in my house, and I have to move soon. So, yeah, he's going to be dropping off that lot on me at Christmas. So that should give me tons to read next year. So there's something like 14 or 15 of them or something in there. And there's some other stuff I want to look into as well. Anyway, so staring at this highly exciting blank screen. Let's push on. Head Ranger is a... what's it called? A lawgiver. With increasing attack speed's not terrible, but needs more per shot damage, really. White hot rounds, interesting. And a recon scope. Fascinating setup on that particular tombstone. Not as good as what I've got though, which makes me think they probably don't have one that is as refined. Do they have an advanced Razorback? I bet they don't. No, Coachman and Lawgiver they do. Nothing in the advanced category for what I want elsewhere. Prime, what's this? Ooh. Not that good actually. Although like the stats are not good, but everything else is quite cool. Anyway, that was unsuccessful. What am I currently packing in terms of heat? An Assassin's Refined Tombstone is just modded up to be as good as it can be, really, right now. Long barrel, suppressor, reflex sights, penetrating rounds, and a hair trigger to increase the fire rate, meaning it does 81 physical damage per shot. It's decent. I don't think there's anything I can really put on there to improve it. I think I've got everything in terms of upgrades maxed out so far.
Miss Lance is the one you want to speak to.
Yoink. I'm bothered about the laser sight. Reflex sight's where I want it. Either that or I'd drop all the way down to wine sights if I was going to decrease anything. But I'm not going to. Magazine's already as good as that's going to get. That's a 2, and these are a 3. Hair trigger is ups the fire rate, which is more effective than the alternatives. Yep, this is basically maxed out at the moment until I get the to rank up. One out, Stella. Out, put the feet up. Definitely time. Fair enough. Jack Reacher stuff. Yeah, not sure it's really my thing. I mean, I'm not sure it's not either, I suppose.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home.
Yeah, well, pretty much summarises it. Yeah, they were talking about having Charles Dickens in space, but nobody brought anything else. And
Used to be an
yeah.
actuary.
What's an actuary? I have no idea. I feel like I don't want to know. Okay. Let's get some questing on the way, shall we? I already did that. Okay, I haven't got any activities here. I can do that eventually, not worrying about those. Kind of wish I hadn't taken those in hindsight. Xion, Red Mile. Okay, yep, that's everything I'm holding off on, so... Deputised, there we go. Marshal Daniel Blake directed me to speak to Ranger Emma Wilcox at The Rock in Akila City if I feel like joining the 3-Star Rangers. That's what we're going to do. Person who compiles and analyzes statistics and uses them to calculate insurance risks and premiums. Good God. Do you mean somebody who doesn't have a soul? Pretty sure that's the same as a traffic warden.
Well,
Hi.
hey there. Need something?
Not a bad outfit. I think we can go better though. Emma Wilcox.
You got some business with me?
Hi. I'm the hero that solved the Gale Bank hostage crisis by shooting everybody. I want to learn more about the 3-Star Rangers. So start by learning more about 3-Star Rangers.
That's so. Well, you found your way to the right person. Well, the 3-Star Rangers ensure the safety and security of the 3-Star Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't realise you were based in a bookshop, Stella. I could definitely see that as having certain perks, for sure. Did I get a parking ticket at some point? Well, isn't it common knowledge that traffic wardens don't have souls? And yes, I did get a parking ticket at one point, and no, I didn't end up having to pay it. I talked my way out of it. Well, I appealed it until they gave up. Don't most places have their own security force?
Sure, but we Rangers work across the whole of Freestar Collective space.
I grew up hearing stories about the legendary Freestar Rangers.
Me too. Probably half the kids in the Freestar Collective did. But like with most legends, the truth is usually a little less glamorous. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can.
I know what I need to do. Paying work. Are there a lot of Rangers?
The number's always changing due to retirements, recruiting, and unfortunately, death in the line of duty. But as far as I know, there's never been more than a dozen Rangers at any one time.
That's not very many. What authority do they have?
Well, in theory, a Freestar Ranger can go anywhere in Freestar Collective space, even private property. But of course, it doesn't always work out that way. We also have jurisdiction over any local security when we're tracking a fugitive.
So, if they decide to take up a case, they are free to pursue it anywhere within Freestar space. Literally anywhere, including in your house and stuff. Is it paying work?
I'll say right up front that if you're looking to get rich, this ain't the line of work for you. But yeah, we do get paid from time to time to help with expenses and such.
I know what I need to. Let's continue.
Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task.
If you're limited to around about a dozen,
wouldn't send you
it's
here
not heavy
if you think
work.
you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers?
Hey, I've already got the hat. But yeah, if they never have much more than about a dozen of them, I can't imagine sort of assessing recruits is particularly heavy work. Although it does raise a question of how high the bar is, because you could get hundreds of applicants and almost nobody clears the necessary bar to get in. So in that case, the workload would be heavier, I suppose, wouldn't it? How do I apply? Given that I had to bail him out, how about you give me the marshal's job? I'm not going to be that kind of dickhead, I don't think. Do I fill out a form or something?
I prefer a more practical kind of evaluation. I'll give you the details if you want to join up.
Sure. I'll join.
I hope you understand the responsibility you are taking on.
I'm sure it's chat.
Before I hand you a badge, I need to know you can handle the job. You helped out with the hostage situation, but sometimes people just get lucky. Tell you what, use the mission terminal and take one of the listed jobs. Your choice. Come back alive, and we'll talk about you joining up.
She reminds me of somebody. I'm not sure if it's her voice, her mannerisms, or both, but she does remind me of somebody. I don't know if I've run into either a character that this person has voiced before, or seen them in some other form of work, but yeah. Skip the evaluation. Didn't I already prove myself a Galbank? Well, you know.
This is a dangerous line of work, and I'm not putting someone in the field unless I'm sure they're ready.
Skip the eval?
Sorry, but it doesn't work that way. Just do the one.
She took that better than she should have done, I think. I don't know. Maybe we had delivered it in a tongue-in-cheek kind of a tone. Sure.
Then I suggest you get going.
If you are free soon, could we talk?
I think so. What do you want to chat about,
I
Andrea?
had imagined to encounter something like these Starborn. Now I feel that rather than having answers, we only have more questions.
Usually the way it goes. Start with a few questions, end up with a lot more as a result of getting a few answers, and hopefully narrow the list down as you progress.
Can do to help, I promise I'll tell you.
Incredible, isn't it?
Now I need you to cool it on the spying and keeping lists of suspicious people. Okay?
You know we're chattering in my ear over there, people? Thank you. Right, okay. Something else out there. Wouldn't be surprised. Supposed to say vast. Much before things we can't imagine. I mean, yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but. If we try to tell anyone, they think we're crazy. You know, there's too many maybes, ifs, and imaginations. Something else out there. This one or this one. Incredible, isn't it? I'm going to go with the one with the question mark.
Yes, by any meaning of the word. Regardless of how impossible they may have seemed before now, I must say that I do not like being threatened by anyone.
Yeah, I'm not so keen either. Scare us away from something, not going to stop us. Less of a threat, more of a warning. They try to make it sound like we're the bad guys. Trying to scare us away from something.
If so, what would that be? Clearly, these Starborn are connected to the artifacts, which would mean that they are also connected to that temple you found.
Temples?
They make these things? Have they appropriated them? This all implies there is something more, something we do not yet understand.
Oh yeah. Find more of the artifacts indeed we have. If we keep going, I suspect we'll run into them again. More complicated. You're not worried, are you? Are you worried?
I am never worried. Cautious, perhaps. It has always been necessary to prepare for the unexpected. This is just a bit more unexpected than usual.
A bit more necessary to prepare for.
Constellation.
I suspect we'll run into them again.
Yes. Given our first interaction with them, that seems likely. We will need to be on our guard from now on. They seem to know much about us. Perhaps we can learn more about them to make it even. We should return to our search then. There's still so much to do.
Yeah, she is not wrong.
People visit Akila. Popping back a beer, you never know who you'll meet.
Interesting, okay. Daisy Harb's experienced Broadway actress turned comedy writer and performer. Ah, interesting. Begs the question, why do I recognise the voice so much, though? Because I don't, for the life of me, know what I've seen it in. I heard her voice in. I must have heard her in probably another Bethesda game, to be honest. But, yeah, I can't put my finger on where. That picture is cool.
Class joints. Well, except Aggie's.
Okay, it does sound like a bit of a bell.
You've got potential. Just need to see a little more from you.
Diego Monroe, at your service. Well, theoretically.
Yeah, I recognise his name. I think I can hire him. Reach that mission board. Leap. So, choose a mission. So, rescue a hostage. Destroy Crimson Fleet Captain. Kill Outlaw Gang Leader. Kill Outlaw Captain. Any of these will do. Kind of like in one of the higher paying gigs, I think. Abandoned mineral refinery. Deserted research outpost. Outlaw gang leader I'm liking the vibe of, I think. Let's go with that one. Another blasted outlaw gang on the rise. Need to put them down before they become more of a problem. Take out the outlaw gang leader. The rest of the gang should fall. Target last seen abandoned mineral refinery on Carinae 3D in the Carinae system. SVU. I feel like I should recognise what SVU is, but it's not clicking in my brain.
The heart
Yeah, I think that might have been a different thing. Yeah, that's cool. Sounds like a busy lady. Mind you, many creatives are.
Keep it moving.
Once the bug tends to bite with you, it's creatives. You tend to not want to, or be able to stop creating stuff. So, especially once the ball starts rolling. Special victim unit. Okay. No, not familiar with that. Sounds like a TV show, which would probably mean I haven't watched it. Well, it definitely means I haven't watched it. But not much of a TV watcher. Ah, it's just a gorgeous sight out the front window there.
We're clear. Pumping retros. Orbit achieved. Stabilizing. Done.
So, avoiding spoilers for a minute. Somebody mentioned that the main quest line is going to take me to... Oh, it's all the way out there, huh? Hope Town eventually. Am I getting particularly close to that, do we know? Because the next few bits seem to go find more artifacts, which might involve going to Hope Town or it might not. But it's also where I'm going to start picking up some cockpit pieces that I'm interested in, and yeah, I would.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
I would definitely like to. Ooh, what the hell's happening here? Spacer Raccoon. Okay, let's see what happens here.
We could use a vacation. If you're feeling generous, you could help us out, or we could just dust your ship.
Play them. Come and take my money if you want it. Yeah, I'm not.
That's how you want to play it.
You bring any friends, or you just that daft? Yep, barely even scratched me. Law and Order Arcos, well, like NCIS and CSI, those three together seem to have about 30 different spin-offs each, don't they? Okay. There's a go. Been on TV for about 20 years, that sounds about right, yeah.
Touching down.
Yeah. Well, bluffing often goes a long way, but didn't work out so hot for these guys this time, did it?
Even without life, there is the potential for beauty.
You are not wrong. Okay, so I have seen one of these before, actually. That's interesting. One of these types of outposts. Also just saw... Damn, I nearly had him there.
Come then. Meet your death.
What's the worst of that dealt with? Anybody else want some? Ah, we've got a... Saw him jump behind the rocks there. Legendary somewhere though. There he is. Damn, he switched just at the wrong moment then.
And once again, we are triumphant.
Didn't help him much there though, did it? Could have gone a lot of ways, that.
I do not like the cold. Stiffens the joints, lowers reaction times. Looks to be a helium-3 facility, but no longer functional.
It's not bad, that one. I'm looking at potentially to upgrade eventually, but it seems to be doing good work for now. Whew. Lonk. Apparently somebody just expired. Creepy sounds are creepy. Gravity 0.12, bloody hell. Anti-ballistic calibrated deep recon spacesuit. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? I do kind of wish the Grendel stayed a little bit more relevant for a little bit longer, though. It's kind of a fun weapon. It feels fun to use. Quinox. Get out here. What's that? It's just decoration. So many little bits of crap like all of this around here that would be wonderful additions to the building menu. Not so much the bin bags, but yeah, everything else. It'll happen eventually.
Always. We're checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Who that? I do feel like there are a couple of more deaders around here somewhere that I didn't manage to kill. Or that I managed to kill but haven't managed to loot. Holy crap, I appear to have gained some height. Just to be on the safe side, I want to make sure I didn't crash into the ground there. Wasn't quite smooth as I was hoping, but hey. Jump too hard, I might float off into space. Yeah. If the jetpack were any more powerful, I think it'd be a genuine risk. Fortunately, I've got the most powerful version of jetpack, so it's not going to get any stronger than that.
What? You're going down.
Well, you managed to set me on fire, apparently. I thought you were going to launch off into space yourself for a minute there, but... Okay. Now for a nice gentle landing. As always, not particularly good. I'm a House Varun spy. Vodka in a carton with a straw. Guess the security was probably not very good in this place. I'll probably use some of those actually. Mostly on account of being perpetually drunk, I would think. Toaster. Space toaster. Or something. That's just a turret control, it's not going to have anything worth having on it. So this would be the back door, I guess, then. Right, let's do an auto slot. Two and a one, that'll be this one. Not gonna be that one. There we go. Gotcha. I think I've been in one of these before, so yeah, I remember. Didn't actually want to pick that up, but hey, it's probably get used for decoration at some point.
Can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Analyzers refined deep recon space helmets. Kinda sucks. Also not worth enough money to make it worth picking up. It's a bit of pity. They abandoned us. Can't believe Consolidated Mining abandoned us. Apparently installation wasn't profitable enough. I should have listened to Corey. These megacores have no humanity. It's always money first. What a bunch of assholes. Haven't heard anything from them since they cut us off, and we're about to run out of supplies. On top of that, we don't have a ship who can't let us go home. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, I'll try to craft an emitter to send an SOS. If that doesn't work, we could be stranded. So they just decided to stop sending supplies there and abandon people on a moon in the arse end of nowhere. Because it wasn't profitable to do otherwise. That should be illegal if it isn't. Yeah, I kind of got tired of doing the master ones. Like, oh, hello. Elemental Assassin's Refined Drumbeat. Anti-personnel, poison, and element. That's pretty decent. I've been using a tombstone, not a drumbeat, but that could possibly become worthwhile. And it uses the same ammo. It's somewhat comparable. It's definitely not a bad find. Origin of species. Might be might be saleable when we get back to
Must be too tired.
Akila City. Solomon's Adventures. Weapon damage at night goes up. That's cool. Bounty Hunter spacesuit, 20 grand, definitely worth picking up. We got in here. That was the wrong one, I think. Yeah. There we go. Get there eventually. That was slightly more difficult than it often is. I mean, it's heavy though, that's the problem. No value though. Yeah, I can't see myself using a microgun in this game just because of the sheer number of shots it's going to go through. The amount of ammo you're requiring is crazy. Yeah, not too bad, is it? Yeah, tells us space and time. Two and a one. Crap. That's better. Seems like a good bet. Nice. Got him. Snake. Got the snake.
This place ain't for the likes of you.
I feel like grenades are not a massively viable option in this game. Your boss is down. You can surrender or you can join him. Join him it is. Gotcha. Whew. I'm kind of hoping the drum beat might be a little bit faster moving than the tombstone, because as much as I love its design, and it is cool as shit, it is not... The ADS speed on this thing is particularly low, and the movement and aiming speed. Like, it's just a heavy, awkward gun, which is a real pity for something that looks that cool. Yeah. Well, we completed our mission. The boss is very, very dead indeed. Now then. Somebody got briefly massacred around here. Where did his corpse float off to? Probably there. Already got you. Okay. Slow, heavy and awkward, is it, the microgun? Yeah. Yeah, I don't get the feeling it's my kind of vibe. This has got distinct Batcave vibes and I'm entirely here for it. Nice.
Can you get that done?
Pretty quick. Well, you do sound a bit like somebody's unenthusiastic wife over there. Androsia? Extraction sites, chance to start over, leave our past behind. We're not pirates anymore, regular people. Feels good to say that. Working hard to get everything up and running, even if we manage to make it feel like home. Is this what we call retirement? Okay, weird. They're very loud, those things. And they're squelching around gaff. Cool looking notes there. Wrong adapter. Need QX multi with a USB-Z port. Sounds about right. Take both of those things. I hope they are going to be worth enough to make it worthwhile. Bashing refined old earth shotgun. Crap, but might be worth a few credits. Calibrated mercenary spacesuit is heavier, but it's worth a bob. And a beowulf that's worth quite a bit as well. Dude was packing some cool gear. Well, valuable gear anyway. Bunch of ammo and cash just lying around. Instigating UC Naval Cutlass. Some good crap from a trouble there. It sounds like a contradiction in terms, but nonetheless. My head is stuck in the ceiling. Just because gravity is way more, well, it's weak around here.
Trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Yeah, I mean, you might have a point there. Very soon we'll be able to use those on the spur of the moment. Speaking of spur, using those. That one? Nope, not that button. That's what I get for playing Fallout, you see. Three sticks of button sitting there with the coffee cup, yep. I mean, you got to stir it with something, haven't you? Got him. Miso soup. He's so sad. Granola mix. I'll have all of this stuff actually. It looks like it could be quite useful for decorating with. There's my ship over there. I don't really want to go up that far at all. Alright, Steve. Slow heavy knock at something in the morning. Yeah.
Another way.
Know the feeling. Also the afternoon, and you know. I'm not sure that meatloaf looks particularly good. Never had meatloaf. Really a British thing. Right, let's go saddle back up and report back to 3-star Rangers. You are, yeah, exactly. Meatloaf in inverted commas. You're in a house, you right? I'd thought so the last couple of weeks. That's cool. I've given it a go a couple of times, the last two. Forza 4, was it? It was set in the UK. I struggled with, mostly because like you very quickly find yourself in an area I know very, very well in real life. And I was like, okay, I'm curious. So I checked it out. I was like, it's fine. The racing game thing's not getting me going, and it didn't with 5 either. But having a look around an area that I know and streets that I know in real life, and it's like, okay, some of the architecture they put in is right, but I know this village does not look like this because I've driven around it more times than I can shake a stick at. So I was like, yeah, I get what they're going for, but, you know, knowing that it wasn't really close at all to the reality and that significant landmarks of the village were missing was like, kind of killed off my enjoyment of it a bit. It was a bit of a pity, really. Not putting a laser on it. Gonna put a reflex sight on it. But I don't have enough pellet. Really? Okay, I guess we're going to have to do some of this stuff later when we get to the other end.
Whatever you need, you got it.
Winning lottery ticket. Alien broth. Yeah, No, the meat, like, no, most of the meals, well, a lot of the food looks a little bit iffy. Space cuisine is not the best. Or not the best looking, anyway.
This never gets old.
Some of it looks alright. Can be amazing. We can also be used to make buildings. Yeah. Oh, that's quite a nice night sky there.
Red apogee, surrounded by stars and the vastness of space.
True that. Emma Wilcox. I thought that was a name, but I was doubting myself. Rock and roll.
Face your suffering. You have met your doom.
Well, I was going to take the fight, but I couldn't figure out how to turn off my grav drive fast enough, so...
Grav jump spinning down.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. That's all we need.
You know what I haven't seen in Starfield yet? Sweet rolls. And they're in both Fallout and
Quite a long history.
Elder Scrolls, so...
It is a testament to humans' refusal to concede defeat in the face of adversity.
Sure is. I do love the Akila City in general, and the entrance is really cool. I mean, the whole freaking place is awesome. Can I get into this tower building thing here? I don't think I can I? No, I don't think it's hollow. Going up. Yeah, it's just an impressive looking gateway. That's a pity. Who needs ankles, right?
Wait. I knew the one I saw.
Well, given the SSNN just seems to be a load of radio outputs in the middle of town, so you didn't see anybody on it, I don't think.
I want to do your business. I'll say right up front that if you're short on credits...
There are sweet rolls over there, lady. I haven't spotted them yet. I was expecting there to be, because they're in every other Bethesda game, and it's kind of their ongoing joke at the minute, so... Hope you're doing well. Somebody stole my sweet roll. Yeah. Right, let's get some crap sold. Sort by weight. Well, he's broke. That sucks, the big hairy meatball. Bell Rowan.
I don't do payment plans or lines of credit, and
I
don't sell to shady individuals. If you can handle that, your money's welcome here. You ask me, traveling in Freestar collective space without a reliable sidearm is just asking for trouble.
Find your lack of patriotism disturbing, and I do like your
If you
top
start
though.
shooting up the town with something I sold you, I'll be more than a little displeased.
How much for your clothes? You're not exactly overburdened with wealth either, are you?
You should talk with Duncan. I handle the boring behind-the-scenes work.
The Trade Authority. Welcome to Akila City.
Duncan. Is his surname Donuts? No? Okay. As long as it's not these nuts. They're found when you first leave the miners and only have Vasco for company. The first planet you get to with him, there's 2 in a plastic box. On Crete, do you mean?
What brings you to the... Akila City is bustling. One of the busiest. Happy to.
Have you got any resources what I need? Yes. I'm glad somebody liked the joke. Always appreciated, Ada. He was Crete.
There's not enough to do around here.
Crete's the... When you can't actually go anywhere other than a couple of spots, Crete is the first spot.
Welcome to the best mineral dealer in town. Ready to deal?
I'll give you everything I have in exchange for your phone number.
Ask anyone. Midtown Minerals is... This is what I've got at the moment.
Got to shoot your shot, right? To be honest, I'm kind of tempted to buy everything she's got, but...
I know your type. Freewheeling space. He says, must be nice.
That kind of helps. Let's go and see if we can't sell a few books. Yes, and then Jingle is quite catchy. Hey, take down the for sale sign. I bought it and I don't plan to sell it. The other house that I don't actually use, which is probably contributing to Akila City's housing crisis, but...
I think he would have liked what I've done here. He so loved books.
Sounds like a nice chap. Her outfit's not bad either. I wouldn't particularly choose it, but...
Oh my H.G. Wells! Oh, some of his short stories. He's one of my all-time favorite historical figures.
You need a few minutes alone with the book,
I'll
hun.
talk to him, but reading his works is satisfying all the same. Thank you, thank you.
Well, I got one now. $2,000, that's not bad. Some of the missing secrets I've been here.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing you have I don't have or am interested in. Sorry.
I'm not convinced by that argument there, Steve, but...
Take your time.
If you don't ask, the answer's always going to be no. Running for cover lately, huh? Probably wise. I don't think I've got... Actually, there are some things I want to stash, so... Let's head back to my house and stash. And hopefully I'll be able to upgrade the guns and switch some stuff out there. Yeah, coffee mug, deck of cards. Funky sphere sculpture. Yeah, it's definitely funky. Warning, this product can expose you to chemicals known to cause cancer, birth defects, and other reproductive harm. Right. Interesting detail, but ah, crap. Just accidentally picked up some of my decoration. It's the end of the world, really, but you know. There we go. Suppressors I'm not bothered about, but I might as well. Grip and stock. No stock or standard. Oh, I'll keep the standard. Seems to be an option. Don't want white hot. I would want armor piercing. That's 2. Apparently armor piercing is as good as we get. Explosive. Ooh. Okay. Why can't I install that? Because I lack sufficient adhesive, apparently. Wonderful. We'll get there eventually. Tunnel, hair trigger, always the way to go. Can I do that? Yes. No. Again, lacking the adhesive, I think. Yes. Receiver, don't want burst fire, I want full auto. Which actually would drop it down dramatically. Oh, this thing's actually not that good. I didn't realise that. It's only refined, it's only 2nd tier, not 3rd tier. Oh, that sucks. Refined, whereas this is... Well, this is also refined. Burst fire would take it to 160, down to 30. 33.8. What was the 160, which is up? Actually, yeah, it looks like it would be a substantial dip in damage output. As third faster, and yeah, it would actually be a step down, I think. Although the poison elemental, extra damage explosive, might give it a go. I need some adhesive. I need a lot of adhesive, apparently. Still a bit disappointed in that. But I've got a bad feeling this is not actually going to be that good, this gun. On a string.
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
Attacks continue to rise. So too does the pressure on systems to protect United Colonies.
Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing...
We've already dealt with the Crimson Fleet. I believe I talked to...
I get all kinds in here. Rangers, traders, locals, everyone needs supplies.
SS had in about it as well.
Take a gander.
Apparently we're doing business in the street now. Have to have luxury fabric, does he? No. Not got any shortage of that stuff, but
Take a look around. Feel free to look around.
let's see what I can sell now. Not much, apparently, but it's better than nothing.
Is something amiss?
Cool.
Do not be surprised if your balance is off. It is not you. It is the gravity here.
The narcissist. So yeah, I definitely think it's a vanity purchase.
Oh, yeah. If they actually wanted to explore the galaxy, they would have gotten a discovery.
Seriously, what do they even need a ship for? There's so many other things you can buy with those credits.
Huh. Curious. Interesting random conversation.
The UC can't be that bad, can it?
Pretty repulsive, yeah. That's interesting.
I'm pleased you chose. I think you'll find that. Here's what I have in stock right now.
Get my weight again. Cool, so nothing I can actually get rid of there. Oh wait, there's one grenade I can get rid of. Well, it's not cucumbered anymore. Yeah, no idea what fine prices were like back in the day. Thinking about it. Well, I bet it was a different beast to now, anyway. I'm still enjoying it. When I'm, well, take my time working through the story and stuff. Exploring. Having fun. I'm kind of wishing there was a bit more to the building system, but that will come in time. And I would like there to be a respec system so I can move points around more easily and change my combat build up a bit bit more easily. But otherwise, yeah, I'm enjoying. Mind it was always going to be my cup of tea. So I like the way Bethesda make their RPGs and their worlds and so on and so forth. And I like sci-fi stuff, so kind of exactly what I want. Right, so let's see if we can't make something decent out of this then. Explosive rounds.
The stock versions are never quite what you want, are they?
Bloody hell, I'm running out of... I keep running out of something. I need lubricant. Where the bloody hell am I going to get lubricant? Well, I guess we're going to go and try and find out, aren't we? It's taking a lot longer than I was hoping it might. This thing better turn out to be worth playing around with, otherwise I'm going to be a bit annoyed. I do wish the tier system was a little bit better defined for weapons, and then you can get a bit more an easy side-by-side. I mean, I know you can do a side-by-side comparison, but when you've got different tiers of mods and things on, it kind of throws it off a little bit. Or if you could do a side-by-side and just compare the base models with legendary effects, that would be good. You don't have resources, do you? I don't think.
Sure, Lorraine. Outlaws? You seem alright.
No, you don't. Do you have a cool outfit, though? With a really nice texture to it. But this guy doesn't have any lubricant.
Take a look around. It's a good bet. I want to do your business quick. How about I just ship?
No. That's annoying. I'm guessing 3 to do doesn't have. But we'll check anyway. I mean, technically speaking, that kind of lead would probably do the job now, but it's not what I had in mind. Not unless we're talking about robot sex or something.
Akila City is busted. Now you're speaking.
No. About 1,076. Not bad going. You big bugs. Yeah. Anyway, I'll worry about this later. I'm running around in circles enough now. Let's go and see Miss Wilcox. Pick up the next mission. What time are we on? Okay. And see whether or not that takes me in the direction of lubricant to WD-40. That's really what I need. Although I wouldn't recommend it in the bedroom. Not that I'm speaking from experience, but I can't imagine it's good for you. You see, that doesn't look too bad. Patty melt. I mean, it's just notwithstanding. The meat doesn't look that... Yeah, it looks okay. Crinkle cut chips.
We got a lot of bars in the city. All class joints. Except
I just want to be
Aggie's.
sure you're ready.
A year or two back, I shared a drink with Ron Ho. That man can drink.
Good for you.
Oh, you're back. How'd it go?
Huh, she looked at me. Something I would like to sort. Mission was a success. I hope I helped to make the free side collective a little safer. Nothing I love more than blowing away bad guys. Posse little test. Hope I helped to make the free side collective a little bit safer.
I'm sure you did. And I'm glad to know that was your priority. You did what I asked, so let's go meet the Marshal. Follow me.
Yeah, well, I've already met him, but anyway. Yeah, I have no doubt it will get better over time. We've got our first... Well, we've had 2 hotfixes that were good to have, but
we also have remote stations throughout Freestar Collective space.
the next update's in the next couple of weeks, and there's some good stuff in there.
Like I said before, there are less than a dozen rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, your eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm.
I'm not been up here yet, I don't think. Cool.
Marshal?
Emma! I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Seems like a fine candidate. Got the right priorities.
Oh.
I wonder if that goes a little bit differently if you give her a different answer. That would be cool. That's cool space.
All right, then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you.
Excuse me.
I've got just one question.
Just one? That you don't?
Pledge to defend the people of the Freestar Collective, even if it means risking your own life?
Hills to the year. Pledged to punish the enemies of the Freestar Collective. Not really what he asked. I guess so. Risk my life. Just how dangerous is this job? Well, you're a space copper. Space cowboy. It's going to be dangerous. How dangerous is this job? Just out of curiosity.
You've already had a glimpse of what we deal with. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bank robbers and bandits.
A lot more dangerous than what you've seen. So what's your answer? You up for this?
Leather on his jacket's a little bit on the shiny side, but otherwise it's quite cool. Absolutely.
Good. Here, take these. You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field
Badge.
training. Listen good to what she tells you.
Uniform.
Welcome aboard, deputy.
Hat.
Good luck, deputy.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but there's work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger.
Simple enough. Rough justice. Anything about the farmer? Tell me about Montera Luna.
Well, it's a moon that orbits Montera. It's got a
Shocking.
breathable atmosphere, warm climate, and good soil for growing.
Interesting. So, ideal farming territory then. Tell me about the farmer.
Just the name. Michaela Wagner. There have been Wagoners on Montera Luna for a long time, and I'm sure they're proud of that heritage.
Oh, sure they are. Although you'd think they'd be moving around, not staying in one place. Sounds simple enough, but it ain't.
Well,
but anyway.
most things do at the start. Doesn't mean they stay that way. That being said, best not to assume anything. Just try to keep an open mind. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
You coming with?
Pay attention to what
cool.
Ranger Wilcox tells you.
Right. What did I get? I got a deputy hat, which is a baseball cap version of what I've got. Can go in my collection. Deputy uniform. How does that look? I mean, it's not bad. I've seen worse. I think Delgado's outfit. To be honest, Delgado's outfit is fine, but I'm not that enthusiastic about it. I like that it has some kind of physics as you jiggle it around, though. I mean, yeah, it's not terrible, is it? But it's not spectacular. I'll stick with the Delgados for now, I think, and the rest can go in, well, somewhere for a display. Cool, so before we progress any further, let's have a shifty around this place. Fighting may have ended, but many hearts are still waging war. Safety drilled soon. Your little picture. Oh dear. Somebody managed to open up his own case and then dump a load of stuff out on the floor. Or it was possibly already open. Okay. We've got down here. There's the back door from the look of it. Bathroom, okay. Jacob Coe out of retirement. Jacob, I know you're out of the game. We could really use some help. The UC is growing bolder and you always had a way of negotiating around them, or through them, to keep the Freestar ahead. I'm not asking you to come out of retirement. If you could work part-time or be a consultant, I'm sure we can agree on fair compensation. Really need your help, even if it's grabbing, even if it's me grabbing a beer at the Stone Root so I could pick your brain. Cartwright. Huh. Interesting. I suspect one Sam Coe would like to discuss that issue. Ooh, this is a nice bit of environment. So many use, mandatory. Diego, I'm having a terminal put at your desk by Solomon Co. You are going to learn how to use the damn thing. I know you like to do things the old-fashioned way, but you're missing out on important messages. Ain't fair to rely on other rangers to keep you up to speed all the time. I ain't going to take no for answers, so don't kick up a fuss over it. Don't care how stubborn you are. You'll get your terminal, and that's that. Blake. So he was downstairs, wasn't he?
If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper levels or the cantina.
There's Diego. Interesting little barracks space. There's a lot of decorative items in this game that we just don't have access to. That I know mods will be providing soon enough, but... Oh, incidentally, somebody was talking about this in comments, I thought I'd mention. The reason I'm not doing mods yet, apart from the fact I haven't even finished my first playthrough yet, is I'm waiting for them to come out on Xbox as well, and then when I actually do start using mods, ooh, that's cool, I'll make sure I'm only using mods that are available on console and PC, so that I'm not shutting out anybody I don't have to. That's the plan, anyway. Liking the environment.
It's really an honor to be able to help out.
I don't think I've been there. I'll hold off on that one for a bit. Appreciate the heads up there, Mugly.
Not everyone gets to say they work at the line.
Oh, I forgot this planet has really high gravity. Nearly broke my legs.
Hey, deputy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a badge, didn't I? Yeah, just sits in my inventory. That kind of sucks a little bit. Thanks for visiting, infirmary. Thanks for visiting. Closed for remodeling. Thank you for your patience. Right. Actually, I was going to stop by my house. I need lubricant, and I feel like something else I need. Oh yeah, I was going to drop the outfits off, wasn't I? So, save myself some time. We'll shortcut through this building to get there.
I'm proud to be helping the Free Star Ranger.
Good for you. Sweet Roll's going to appear on Grandma's ship. That makes sense. I've only run into her once, but...
outside the city. The Ashta are quite formidable.
So that's behind Monsieur Blake's office, huh? That is some hours, Steve. Oh, show. What does slightly suck is you can only have 6 mannequins in a house. So I can't actually display any extra stuff beyond what I've already displayed. So anything else I get, I'll have to display somewhere else, I guess. I mean, I can do that. All my houses are going to have different stuff on display, I suppose. Still got loads of stuff to get rid of. I think we're going to have to detour so that I can get rid of some of this stuff. Actually, I could just kip, couldn't I? That's not a bad idea.
I'm the best realtor in town.
I thought they might have hired. I did the same thing in... well, actually, I was playing Fallout 4 on PlayStation anyway, so any mods that were available on PlayStation were likely to be available anywhere else. But still, the point was to make sure everybody could use anything I had available. Picked mods that were available on Xbox as well as PlayStation. What's the time? Look, the time's 8 AM, so let's do 24 hours. So yeah, that's a general way I like to go. But Xbox users won't get mods until full modding tools come out and they're supported via Bethesda's website, I wouldn't think. So, until then... I knew I should check, but... Still, I would like to finish my playthrough before I start messing around with mods. Most of the ones I'll go for will be outpost building related anyway. Possibly, eventually, I'll add some like UI stuff maybe, if there's some worth having, but we'll see. A couple of other bits and pieces.
There are worlds to conquer.
Holy shit, that was creepy. Standing there staring at me while I sleep. Sounds like an interesting gaff. Yeah, there will be more mods on PC, but again, it just cuts people out of being able to use them if I do that. And I don't want to use anything that excludes anybody, so it is what it is. Same as I did for, I mean, you know, it's bad enough the PlayStation players can't play anyway, but same thing I did back in Fallout 4. I'm kind of toying with the idea as to whether or not I'm going to play Fallout London when that comes out, though. I'd like to. Don't know how it'll exactly fit into the schedule. I might have to take a break and do that, maybe. I don't know, streaming-wise, we'll see.
Any adventure you can fly away from.
Well, I don't know if Androsia napped because I'm in a relationship with Sarah, so I'm guessing Androsia just stood there and stared at me as well. That wasn't the point. Can I cancel that? Well, kind of, yeah. Not quite the way I wanted to. That'll work. I was going to stop and see if I could sell some more stuff on the way through, but I forgot. Too busy thinking about other stuff. How are we doing? It's 9, that's fine. Not that interested in Fallout London? I'm curious. I need to look into it a bit more before I really make a decision, but it might be fun. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty decent, because, like, a substantial proportion of their workforce, the team who were working on the mod, rather, now work for Bethesda, so they must be doing a good job, or, yeah, they wouldn't have got the job. Bethesda wouldn't have hired them.
You ask me? Traveling and Freestar collect
I'll talk to you, not shoot you.
Just so you know.
Good. She got cash again. So that's... Oh, that's pretty. Oh, look at that skin. Oh, I missed that. If I could apply that to other guns that have better stats, I would very much like it. I mean, the stats aren't bad, but... Ooh. Ah, that is sweet. haven't said Akila stays in Akila. So it's kind of home, so it's like what happens at home stays at home kind of vibe. Which, I mean, there's something to be said for that approach, but
all kinds of things.
They call that a private life, don't they? It'll turn out to be as good as Bethesda made DLC. Well, there's a decent chance. I've certainly been working on it a long time, but small team and I don't know, smaller budget as well. I have to really? That sucks. Yeah, I have to do it during the spare time rather than anything else. Can I zoom in on this engraving? Yeah, kinda. If I hide my noggin, you'll be able to see even better, won't you? Power release lever. That is very, very nice. I like it a lot. I wouldn't have the scope on it if I was going to use it, though. How's my cash looking? Pretty decent. Any good resources I need? Well, I was low on that before, wasn't I? I think I need some of that. Need some of that. Don't actually know if I need the polytextile actually on reflection. Probably good. Right now then, what were we selling? Anything I can get rid of really at this point. Which is probably everything because I'm giving him a hell of a lot of cash. I'll get rid of that. Oh, there's a whole lot of stuff here that I should probably stash back in my house as well. So what am I carrying that weighs so bloody much then? I mean, I've got that to sort out, and that needs stashing. Otherwise, chunk of resources, that'll be a lot of it, won't it? Cool. All buttons I want here. That helps. Yeah, I've not got massive amounts of space there. I really need to spend some time going through my ship to pull out crap that I don't need and make decisions about what I'm keeping and what I want to get rid of. It's one of the reasons I find the storage stuff frustrating because having enough resources all the time and storing cool things I get is just a pain in the neck to do.
I love my job.
Oh well. It's nice. Yeah, no shortage of stuff to do, that's for sure. I've done a fair bit of stuff, but still a hell of a lot more for me to be doing. I'll leave for now. Right. Let's rock and roll, shall we? Ride a train for London, that'd be cool enough on its own, yeah. Wonder if they'll probably leave on the track in the apocalypse. I think they're more likely to have problems with bricks on the track, really. Most of the trains in 76 just listed as being like 9,999 minutes late, aren't they? Right. Still need a whole bunch of stuff. I think the farm's actually in the same system, is it? Oh, that's interesting. Waiting for time. About there. So it's on Montara Luna. Okay. Which is this one. Just some pretty good stuff. I mean, it's the middle of the night on there, apparently.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship.
Interesting. It's considered a settled
Scan complete. You're clear
location.
to land.
Typical Freestar Collective homestead. We shall see, I guess, won't we? Oh, I've got a level to think about using as well.
Descent started.
So what we're gonna do? I think I'm all good here as far as I care to be. Basic design, or miles I can do it before I can do anything there. Don't particularly want to rush towards that. There's some stuff over here I would like to do. I'd also like to bump up some of these skills. Carry weight might not be a terrible idea either. Force them to stop fighting. Okay. Negotiation. Bribery. Oh, cool. Interesting. Deception. Contraband scans are less effective. That's not the worst thing to have either. Not a tearing rush on that though. Gastronomy, commerce, buy for less, sell for more. It's not a terrible thing either. Find extra credits and pickpocket. I mean, there's good stuff there. I was just going to increase my range, which is not terrible, but... particle beams, marksmanship, non-automatic range weapons... ballistic weapons reload faster, and we'll go down here. Headshot damage, criticals to the legs, criticals across the board. That's not great. Human, humanoid, human. Okay. Armor penetration, all that's worth having, but again, it's not a major priority. It's kind of torn at the minute. Planetary habitation I'd like to... Yeah, planetary habitation I should get, shouldn't I? And I can build interesting outposts in other places. That's one to work towards. Just need the first rank of that, really, don't I? I mean, extreme pressure isn't a bad one. I will need to rank this up in time. Ship reactors produce extra power. Again, that wouldn't be terrible either. Not a major priority. I'm really kind of torn at the moment. Can you tell? Maxed. Can't do it there. I would like to increase that. That's going to wait. Yeah. The thing I want to work towards is leadership? Outpost management, I think. I think I will put a point over here somewhere. Can't do that one. Do I really want any others? Commerce will be handy. Can't do any of these until I put another point in. I really can't decide what the hell I want to do here. I'm not going to worry too much about carry weight because, as handy as that would be, it's kind of a mixed blessing. I'm having a hard time selling everything at the minute I get at the minute anyway, so I'm not sure. Although it does kind of occasionally annoy me when I get cool stuff and I'm overencumbered. Let's do carry weight. Weightlifting. After all that. That took some deliberation, didn't it? Point in stealth. Yeah. Should do that eventually. Get there eventually. Is that their landing pad? It is, yeah. Not sure why I didn't land on it. Why I landed in the front garden instead. Probably piss them right off, won't it? Jesus, those frames are rough. I mean, you can adjust apparently, but not rough. Robotic resonance. Kind of farming tool.
This is Michaela's farm. Talk to her.
It's a nice farm.
Over here.
Yes, I can see you got a big dot over your head.
For hand-to-hand combat in low gravity. I feel that is time well spent.
Interesting advice there, Android. Nice little front porch there. Would be handy. I'll have to keep an eye out. If I remember next time it comes up.
The Freestar Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us what happened.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching.
They look like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left.
It's not going to be as simple as it sounds. Soldiers don't get set to buy farms. Planning to come back, there must be somewhere nearby. Kill them, hunt them down like the vermin they are. You said they look like soldiers?
That's right.
Questions?
Uniforms look like the ones worn by Free Star soldiers back during the war.
Interesting.
They had a certain steel in their eyes. Like men who were used to violence. I was in fear for my life.
Any reason why someone might want this farm in particular?
Nothing I can think of, no. Truth is, we're in some hard times here. The last harvest was the worst we've had in a long time. Besides, it ain't like there's a lack of available land around here.
Would be one advantage to spreading out into space. How many of them were there?
There were 4, but when they were walking away, I heard them talking like there were others. Maybe there's more out there.
Seem likely. No, soldiers don't get sent to buy farms.
Well, they sure as hell look like fighting men to me. Go see for yourself. They headed into the canyons back behind the house. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Interesting.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, Deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp. Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks. Now, let's go and check out those canyons.
I got a better idea. Let's see what time it is. 2 a.m. Let's go and get some sleep.
In your hands now, Deputy.
And
That's the idea.
Wait until the sun comes up, and then we'll go and explore in the daytime when I can actually see what the hell's going on.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
I'm glad to hear it, hon. "20 minutes is universal time is an hour on this world." That's interesting. So it's 6. Yeah, do it. Sure, I'll make it till 6-ish.
I was beginning to wonder if you hibernate.
Fuck you! I don't know. Yeah, looks like that'll be getting improved soon though, Steve. I mean, it's probably a bit more realistic that they spot you reasonably quickly. I feel like at 6 a.m. sun ought to be up. I mean, maybe it's winter or something. Assuming they even have seasons. Turlina 0.39 graph. See, like, I'm betting, looking at this stuff, we get a 3-star collective building set eventually for outposts. And probably some other thematic stuff too. But I suspect we'll get them, because some of this stuff just looks like it'd be freaking great to build with. Well, hello.
The family has been here a long time to populate a cemetery like this. Admirable.
1, 2, 3, 4 graves. They've been there a little while. Generation, 2, most. Or,
What does your scanner reveal?
boot prints, apparently. Several pairs of boot tracks leading to the canyon ahead.
Boot tracks. Several pairs by the look. Not too old either. Let's head down into the canyon and see if we can find more.
Sun's creeping up.
Quiet out here. I like it. Nice change of pace from Akila City.
Yeah, she is pretty chill on the whole. So,
It is unfortunate there is no safer route. We should take our time and step carefully.
she's a smidge on the sarcastic side, too.
Oh, I grew up on a farm. Back when I was a kid, I used to love exploring and making maps. These canyons would have kept me busy for months. I'd have looked into every nook and cranny.
Interesting looking beastie. Sunflower, and it's a creature with a long tongue and a flower-like back. Ah. I'm out of ammo. Just to be on the safe side, you know? That one was a substantially higher level. Fortunately, double damage does the job.
You have made a grave mistake.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I cannot wait to kill you.
Threw a grenade and then ran straight towards it.
Not to point that thing at me.
Well, I mean, that's probably good advice. Quark degenerate tissues and vital fluids. Antimicrobials. We need either of those. Turn right along the canyon floor.
Good eye, Deputy. Looks
No,
like we're heading in
they
the
do
right
not.
direction.
It's a flame cup here. In fact, they turn left along the canyon floor. Well, they do seem to be littering quite a bit.
Grab some cover!
There's a bit of both. Some of her remarks are definitely a little bit on the sardonic side.
It would seem that a fall is not the only thing that can kill you here.
Kind of wish this was actually done so there were. Gotcha. Marks on the ground that you could follow and you didn't have to use the HUD, or there was no HUD. I mean, there's an element of disability concern there, I suppose, but... Cool creatures, eh? Spacers, huh? What's left of them?
Watch it!
Watch it, she says, like it didn't just hit my target and not her. Andre should be doing ninja stuff over there. It's a beast of a shotty, this one. Well, I pressed the sprint button, but I got no feedback, unfortunately. Not initially.
Got a situation here.
Would appear to be its back end, I think.
Get ready.
I got lacerated, huh? Lacerated? Lacerated. Got some cuts. Blocking Dodo Grazer. I'm supposed to scan a dead thing.
Do you see anything?
Turns out I can. Loads of stuff, but nothing that's particularly helpful right now. More boot prints. Tracks turn left. Oh, it's actually correct this time.
They definitely passed this way. Let's just hope they're not perched up on these canyon walls, waiting to snipe at us.
UC settler out here. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Not whether that's an error or will be a clue, but I guess we'll be finding out soon enough.
Grab some cover.
Focus.
A hard time there, Andresia. Well, you don't set mines unless you're expecting to be followed. So...
Nice to get out under the sky for a spell. Being a mother means I don't get as much field work as I used to.
Given that that's...
Got a situation here.
Don't know what I just scanned, but I'm curious. Octo maggots. Oh, hell no. Back the F up, buddy. Yeah, well, if I didn't know it was a trap before, turret's hidden just around the corner of it. I managed to fluff myself into... inadvertently opening the scanner when I didn't want to. I was going to say. Now I want to. Pack Octomaggot. Territorial. Somehow I knew it wasn't over. Fortunately, a few shots to the face are quite effective. Prognosis has improved on my lacerations. I rather thought they might heal on their own. Had a sneaking suspicion.
You're a natural tracker.
I mean, it helps when there's an arrow pointing right to the tracks. Yeah, I gather killing counts as scanning as well. I was curious as to whether or not scanning something that was already dead was, and I hadn't killed, was going to be possible. But we'll land eventually.
You smell that? I bet my badge that's wood smoke from a campfire. They're close. Be ready.
There's a ship up there with a cool cockpit.
They cannot be far ahead. Let us hope they are not waiting just on the other side of this cave.
You get me sneak on, kind of. I will if I can get over that little rock there. Right, there we go. High ground does seem like the play. Yep, they have a camp of some kind, alright. Number 1, huh? Confront the ruffians. And if that's where you want it, sneaking is not going to be the play. Oh, we got some badass outfits. I better get some of those.
Well now,
I like his outfit.
Who's here? Ms. Wagner called in the cavalry. Except it ain't much of a cavalry. I suggest you turn around and walk away while you still can.
You look like a teenager who's glued a beard on. Freestyle militia uniforms. Okay, I want them. Not going anywhere, so I get some answers. The other ones need to leave. Who are you? What do you want with the Wagner farm? Who are you?
Don't recognize the uniforms. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's like the Major said. Everyone's conveniently forgotten. Forgotten our sacrifice. Forgotten how we were betrayed.
Yes, the war ended and he considers that a betrayal.
I promise you that.
What do you want with the farm?
It ain't exactly the farm that's special, but that ain't none of your business.
Freestyle militia uniforms. What unit are you with?
That's none of your damn business.
Beg to differ. I'm not going anywhere till I get some answers. Basically, I want to goad him into a fight because I want his clothes.
You think you're in a position
Not that I
to
think I'm
make
going to get him, but
demands. Well, I've got news
it's the
for you.
best
All
outfit
you're
I've seen
getting
in a
from me is
while.
a shallow grave. So, got any last words I should try to remember?
Yeah, hasta la vista. You can read those words as you get find. I'm placing you all under arrest. Yeah, if this was better, I'd go for it, but this is going to get me to the same place.
If you think I give a damn about the Freestar Rangers, then you've got no idea who you're dealing with. Matter of fact, that just makes it even more fun.
Then he's probably UC in disguise.
Don't let him leave here alive!
Big mistake! You're dead, you hear me?
You're going down. It's that one down. It's better when I can actually see who I'm aiming at. Don't know what Andresia's firing with, but oh, a shotgun. Okay.
Where have they gone?
Gotcha. Oh, you don't get to run, buddy.
Do remember that ammunition is not free.
That was a lot rougher than I
Hey, I just needed somewhere to store it, and I hear storing things in a chest is the way to go. Well, they won't be bothering anybody else. Unfortunately, their friends might. And Rachel, let's have a chat about the heat you're packing,
Yes.
honey.
Did you need me to?
Yeah, why are you carrying that? When you're not really... I mean, it's... Okay.
If I can take a...
Take and drop, I think. To be honest, I don't really want her carrying that anyway. I'm going to nab it.
So... yes. Goodbye.
Strange lady. So far, none of these guys that I've found, well, so far I haven't found as many as I would like, and none of them have had their clothes on them. I'll take that. Not taking that, I don't think, though. Probably are more than like. Ooh, so mine for a day. Brewing moonshine, yeah, really, they're soldiers, are they? Not for a while. Come on, please. What? Job's done. Anti-ballistic pack, which is not worth having. Mag Storm. I mean, good money, isn't it? What we got? Well, I'd like to read it. I can't from there, can I? Contract on the inside came through, and I've got your ship. Grabbed it right out of the factory. How embarrassing for Hope Tech. I'll drop it off in the agreed upon location once credits are in my account. Yeah, his ship's jacked. Let me know. Oh, so he stole it. Okay. Those clothes are available further on into the quest. Okay, that's the kind of answer I was looking for, Steve. I was kind of hoping to get it a bit sooner, but you know.
Well, either we press on or we turn back. Your call.
All of these things are true, Androsia. So I still feel like there's probably one or two somewhere that I've not successfully looted yet. Hope I can keep the ship. I looted you, didn't I? Yeah. I mean, oh, hello. Isn't that... Oh, it is worth a lot. 10 grand.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
By useful, you mean valuable? Got it. Wasn't quite the good shot I was hoping for. Yeah, definitely one of the cooler outfits I've seen in a while, that.
If you see something valuable, do not hesitate to grab it.
Honestly, Androsia, it doesn't really seem like advice that I need. Do you think maybe that was a lesson I learned a long time ago playing Bethesda games? Now, it's a bit small and stubby. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of No Respawn ship design. Just a little bit. I do quite like it though. So, I need to talk to her.
Find anything interesting?
Oh yeah. A few guns, slate, and this ship that I hope I'm going to be able to steal.
Let's see what we have here.
It's Androsia's first Bethesda game. Yeah, that's true.
So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagner know that she's safe. For now.
Several points. Firstly, how'd you jump from somebody stole a ship to them wanting a farm badly? Secondly, did she say that ship was jacked off? I thought that's what she said. Maybe it's just my filthy animal mind kicking in, but, you know. If I can't steal this, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. A curse upon your houses! I hate you all. I want it! I want it! I mean, I know it's stolen property, but I give about as many fucks as usual, you know? Just because I like the cockpit. Oh shit, I've forgotten to turn the camera back on. Did I miss you guys telling me about that? Oh well, I can't remember. Oh well, hello, I'm back. Oh well. I'm still peeved about that. I'm tempted to just reload the quick save to see if it makes any difference, but I don't suppose it will. My legs! My master plan. Throw some explosive canisters in. See if it'll blow the doors off. Might not be so secure when I get it into space though if I do that. I think the farm is that way. Let's see if there's a better way over these cliffs. I mean, you never know, do you? I mean, that looks doable with a jetpack and following wind. Maybe even without jetpack. Ah, we're up and away. Still annoyed that I can't steal that bloody ship. It's got several features that I absolutely want.
And
So
your scan shows.
environment now here is quite nice. See where people wanted to set up farms on this planet. Metabolic agent. Non-harvestable. Then we get a good view from up here, maybe. Maybe not. Quite as good as I was hoping, maybe. So here's the thing. That ship landed just on the other side of the hill from the farm and nobody noticed it coming in. It's not that far away and they're not exactly subtle contraptions. Good environment though. This is a fun little thing to explore. I feel like there's a few areas Bethesda could have raised the bar a little bit higher, but still. I don't know. Not bad. Not too bad. Here we go. Yeah, definitely need to remodel my ship. I do like these farming things that the Freestar Collective have. Those things, whatever the heck they are. I was aiming to land up here. They are very, very cool. Never seen anything quite like that before. In any other game. There's a football net there. Weird. Still not sure why I didn't land on the landing pad. I mean, it's not the smallest, but it's not the biggest either. I think it would have fit. Well, the landing pad looks like it's in better days, actually. There's a lot of dirt and damage done to it, and there's trees growing out of it. Maybe that's why I didn't land there. 20 frames. Woo! Not great. Still want to know what that is over there. Yeah, I'm 10:30.
What's the news?
What happened?
Did you find those men?
Found, came, saw, conquered, etc. Hunted them down and they died like dogs. Well, they put up a fight. Unfortunately, it came to violence.
Well, it's good to see you're all right then. They must have been crazy or desperate, trying to take on the Freestar Rangers. So
there's something else going on.
And why do they want my farm?
Yeah, I do wish it was a bit more use the environment and a bit less follow the quest markers. I mean, there are ways you can do that, but still. That's kind of the way with Bethesda games, isn't it? Although, to be fair, Skyrim wasn't. Once you got into a tomb or something, they were relatively linear, but not that linear, and you did have to explore your own way around them generally. Even if you did have a marker, it wasn't... it wasn't all that precise. But then again, same thing kind of applies here, just less tombs. Now I think I got stolen Hope Tech Starship.
Hope Tech? The cargo ship company? Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
That sounded slightly evasive. Don't know, they wouldn't talk.
So I have no way of knowing if there aren't more coming. Guess I'll start sleeping with a gun nearby. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long.
Just doing our job.
Of course. All the same, I'm grateful.
If you
Big
have any
hair
more
going on there.
trouble, give us a call. We're in system, so it won't take long to get someone out here. All right, Deputy. Let's get back to the rock. We need to report this to the Marshal.
Here we go again. I know exactly where you're headed.
Join the Freestyle Rangers quest I just got. I think she told me off because she thought I was going into a house there, but also random, seeing as I wasn't. Prognosis. Isolation, acute. Prognosis good. Taking health damage expends O2. Melee attacks expend O2. Neither of these things are really a problem to me. Should clear up fairly soon though, so I'm not going to waste meds on it. Not that I'm lacking or anything, but... Still need
It's good to be back
lubricant,
in our
don't
own
I? But time-wise, might be worth trying to find some of that before we head back to and see the Marshal.
We're cleared for liftoff.
Let's go.
8 point reached. Orbit stable.
I think I will take a quick stop via the commercial district. See how we do. I do still, looking back on it, find it weird that the Armistice archives are in New Atlantis when they are supposed to be an independent, non-factional place to store banned information. Neutral, I think is the word I was looking for there. It's supposed to be a relatively neutral location, but kind of isn't, is it? I mean, yeah, they've got representatives of each faction watching over the place, but still.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution.
Saw a corpse in that jumpsuit earlier. Right, let's see. Some of that. Some of that. Lubricant, there we go. Probably need some of the other stuff, but hey. So that. That. You don't have quite enough for that. Interesting. I mean, I could give that to Androsia and she'd absolutely decimate with it, but I think it'd be a bit ridiculous. What's he fire? 50. Yeah.
Right. Come back if you need something else.
Voice actor was definitely in Skyrim. Not sure that came out quite the way you were looking for there, Steve.
You're only a saint. I would never dream of selling substance. Yes, by all means.
Right. There probably is stuff I want to sell here, but do you feel like having multiple different things that cure different ailments is slightly annoying? Because I wind up with an inventory full of stuff and it's a pain in the arse to sort through. Although I think there are mods out there that kind of clarify that sort of issue a bit more. Interesting.
Good luck on all your adventures.
Cheers, buddy. Who else might have lubricants? And Akila was oh, okay. That definitely came out a little bit clearer there, Steve. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Akila City was the only other alternative. Technically speaking, though, as a counterpoint to that, if there, I know it was an armistice and no technical winner and peaceful signing and blah blah blah, all of that at the end of the colony war. But technically speaking, the colony war ended because the UC got their ass absolutely kicked by the Freestar Collective. So in the final couple of battles, you know. So if anybody would have had the upper hand, it would have been Freestar Collective, not EEC. But the other side is, even so, I'd expect them all to have insisted on a neutral location be specifically built, because that structure was, well, it's not here, but you know, the structure was obviously built specifically to house the archives. So why not build it on another planet that's neutral? Mind you, I know it's not like there's a perfect solution, but having it actually in the capital city of one of the factions is a little bit
Hope you're finding it. If you don't see what
not
you want.
neutral.
Oh, please take a look.
If you got, no, you haven't. I mean, I'll have some of that anyway.
Thanks for coming in.
Evening. Wrong button. Sprint for 1,000 meters while at 75% more of your maximum leg capacity. Oh, cool. Well, that shouldn't take too long to do. Also, Preacher's Peace. Okay, yeah, I'm going to keep that. Keep forgetting I've got powers, but...
To be taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
Yeah, I think that'll be interesting. So for sure, finding out more about their involvement in the colony war, Varun. I'd like to find out more about them in general, and you know, it'd be a fun faction to explore with. Especially as they're one of the few that barely crops up, except briefly as an antagonist. So, yeah, definitely room for more details on a sealant. I'm still sure on sealant. Objection. Yeah, especially as having more information about DLC related to the faction would be cool, because they only exist as the zealots, really, that are antagonists, apart from like that one guy and Andrasia. So they're out there somewhere, and what their past and their present and stuff could potentially be very interesting. I'd like to see a DLC about that. Be cool. Right, hold is that button, isn't it? So I need to go and get sealant, because apparently I don't have any. Quite a sticky sound as the seal was disconnected on that airlock there, which is quite cool. Weird. Yeah, if I go try and run up this, I can't. Because your ship lands here, presumably, and they don't want it to be too easy a way to avoid the scans on the way into New Atlantis, because you can, not that you just jumping over there will solve the problem as well, but like the helmets but not the rest. Anyway, but I'm sure I noticed that you can just run straight up this side. Yep. Couldn't do it on the other side, can do on this. That means that must be deliberately blocked there, because otherwise they're pretty much identical.
There's a bit more in the back if you're not... Oh, please, take a look.
Right, do you have any sealant? You do. A fair bit, actually.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
You just jump out from the top of your ship. Well, that works. It's not that it's impossible to do or anything, so much as it's just a curious thing. You know, I mean, I can only assume that they have deliberately set it up so you can't just run over there to encourage you to go through the entranceway. But yeah, a jetpack over there is sufficient to avoid the scan. And there's like 3 or 4 different options as well to just avoid it altogether if you've got a bounty. But it's a bit weird. Wonder how they did the Foley for that. Bet that will be interesting. How do you make an airlock opening sound?
Do you need something?
Right. Now, can I make it fully auto? Thank you. Right. Hair trigger, sorry, on the explosive rounds. Standard grip and stock is all I've got. Suppressor. I don't think I'd want to go for any of the others. I'm going to get up the range slightly with any of the others. would be the one to do. Muzzle brake if I was happy to have this noise. It doesn't sound that spectacular anyway, does it? That's fine. How much does the weight go down with the muzzle brake compared to where we are now? 370. Barely any, so I'll leave it as is. And I guess we try it out. You can jump out from the edge of Neon onto the ship landing pad. On the way out, you mean? Can you do it on the other way, on the way in, though? That's the question. Oh, I've got to sneeze. Or at least my nose is tickling like crazy all of a sudden. Ooh, that was not what I needed. Yeah. So let's compare that with the V button. Yeah. Just shy of double the fire rate. Just shy of half the damage. So generally speaking, this should be doing less damage. Sort of per second. However, it's anti-personnel, which I don't know if that's factored into the number up there or not. I'll hide again. Yeah, I don't know if the anti-personnel is factored into the damage number or not. The poison definitely won't. And the elemental definitely won't either. So I think it might nudge it out just a bit. We'll just have to see how the handling compares, really. So this has only got 4 out of 7 possible mods on it, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Something standard, I think. Like yeah, there must be some standard stuff. The 3 standard things on there, okay. Anyway, I'm going to favourite there for now. I feel like it does handle a little better. No laser mods, so there's one. Standard grip and stock. I think fully automatic it might be also a standard no mod setup. But the lack of skin might also be what it's referring to. Anyway, see how that goes. Cheers, Dave. Right, let's go and see. Let's go stuff some stuff in here first. I mean, still good, but no. Oh, I can get rid of that, really. Cool. Okay, then. Right. Catch you later now. Have a good one. We're on 10 to 11. Yeah. Coming up that time, isn't it?
Recalculating.
Damon's style is quite cool. Yeah, I've not really landed on many star yards. A couple of derelicts that were taken over by pirates, and this one, the Deimos one. But there's a, and obviously the key. But that's about
must
it.
be very difficult for Akila, with the native wildlife being what it is.
Well, that's what the walls are there for, to keep the native wildlife out. So yeah, their way of dealing with it thus far has been build outside the walls for it, and then stick another wall around the outside, supposedly. But that doesn't quite line up with the architecture.
You didn't hear this from me. Those eclectic mercenaries?
Ooh, good God. As if it wasn't muddy enough out here, now it's raining and all. We're caked in shit by the time we get back.
Bank robbery sounded intense.
No, it was in a bank, not intense. Tent wouldn't be a very secure place to have a bank. Getting stuck apparently on the stairs. That's not the right button, is it? That's the one I apparently hit. There we go.
Good to see you.
Is that an Ashter
Late one night, Annie
skeleton?
Wilcox tried to
Guess it must
arrest
be.
me for public indecency.
Work
She'll
hard,
be in
play
terror
hard.
when she grows
That should
up.
be the Freestar motto.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal.
I mean,
Probably right.
I'm always watching. The Rangers will find all the bad people.
tunes
You
cool.
two back. I shared a drink with Ron Hope. That man can drink.
Is that what you shared with him, or did you share something else with
A
him?
lot of famous people visit Akila. Popping back a beer, you never know who you'll meet.
You should try Phil Burton's beer. It's brewed in the city, and it ain't bad.
We got a lot of bars in the city, all class joints. Well, except Agnes.
I do like the bars in Akila. I like a good bar, so yeah. Guess I would end up being.
New deputy, huh?
I couldn't find the staircase then. A fan of Akila City for that reason as well. Reload and draw Laredo weapons faster again. Nice. Although I've just gotten rid of my own new Laredo weapon, so yeah.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
What's the
call we got
story,
from Wagner
Morning
Farm
Glory?
Turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done.
Job adequately done, let's be honest. Getting a bit more information would be helpful. Should we celebrate with a drink? No. I'm kind of curious what the reaction will be.
You did good, but a celebration might be a little premature.
I'm going to say if that's the important thing, still some unanswered
I
questions.
agree. Until we see the whole picture, we won't know if Miss Wagner is truly safe. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm?
Tough and well armed, probably mercenaries. What I made of them is corpses. Wasn't really paying attention. Professionals.
I had a feeling you were no stranger to combat. Good thing, too, given the turn of events.
Interesting.
Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm?
Well, they were well geared and they put up a good fight. They hired someone to steal a ship from Hope Tech, did they? Or did someone hire them? Hope, yeah, let's go.
Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it. Resentful.
Betrayed, I believe,
Didn't
is the
you
word they
fight
used.
in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway.
They were mech pilots. From the sound of it. And yeah, they were. If they were mech pilots, which I'm guessing is where this is going to go, then the armistice and the banning of mechs would probably upset them and the disbanding of their unit. It would seem like a piss poor way to thank them. On the other hand, if you're fighting for the right reasons, you'd understand. On the other hand, it's perfectly understandable why somebody might lose sight of that. Let's see what his take on what the colony war is.
The war between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective? Worst conflict the settled systems has ever seen.
I do like this guy.
Each side unleashed terrible weapons on the other. And countless people died. The armistice was signed 20 years ago. But a lot of folks still bear their scars.
Interesting response. Very level-headed. Out of all the characters in this game, obviously the graphics are not meant to be spectacularly photorealistic. They're starting to move a little more in that way for Bethesda, but they're still not. It's not the vibe that they go for, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Some characters look a little bit more like you could bump into them in real life than others. I could be wrong on this, but I don't think Bethesda go in for a lot of mocap and basing things on like scans of actors' faces. Again, could be wrong, but I know they scan a lot of faces and then build characters out from that, but this guy I feel like has got the kind of face of somebody you could actually meet in real life more than some other characters. Same with Wilcox as well, actually. But some others, they look a little bit less real, yeah. Could they be veterans? What happened to the Battle of Nera? What happened to the Battle of Nera? Well, I know, but anyway.
The 1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs and soldiers in a big push to take the United Colonies base. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. Both sides had just lost too much by then. It was a bloodbath. The commanding officer of the 1st disobeyed the order. He didn't want the lives of his soldiers to be sacrificed for nothing. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers, and locked them all up.
I guess these men were non-commissioned. Would explain why their mannerisms, their style, and their not being particularly effective, or as effective as a unit as they might have been. Could they be veterans? I mean, they could.
I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was.
Does it say you should build every character in the game from the character builder? I think they said almost every character, interestingly. Although, yeah, I'm pretty sure you could build a guy who looked a lot like him, and I'm sure that is broadly true. But yeah, I just think it's interesting that some, despite the chosen art style, some end up looking a little bit more like somebody you'd feel like you could bump into in real life than others. Ow. Finding Sashi thief that hired those men is our best lead. Yeah, it doesn't explain why they want the farm. Yeah, I mean, that leads to that, I think, but, yeah.
Hell, it's our only lead. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to.
Tell me about the Council of Governors.
The ruling body that oversees the Freestar Collective and the Rangers. The council members are the political and corporate elite of the Freestar Collective, so we have to tread lightly when we're dealing with them.
Tell me about Ron Hope.
Proud, stubborn, and smart. A self-made man. He built Hope Tech through blood, sweat, and sheer willpower.
Doesn't sound promising, to be honest. Won't be a problem.
Good. The last thing I need is the council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montera Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Interesting. Cool. It's Polvo. So, Hope Town, which is cool, because I really do want to build a ship around that Hope Tech cockpit, because I mean, I still have slightly mixed feelings about it, but I think it's probably my favourite so far. I've got some ideas for what I might be able to do. I mean, I'll have to spend a long time playing with it, but we'll see how it comes out.
Just making my way.
Making my way. Red Mile being advertised here is interesting. That gives me a distinct precious cargo. Our lives in your hands. Gives me a distinct Western vibe. That poster. So, that was cool. Hope Tech next time. Hope Town, which is built up around Hope Tech, I guess. I'm curious about this. It'd be a new town, new city, new system, and so on to explore. Actually, I think I've been to the system before. I don't think I've landed, though. Yeah. Anything else I want to stash? All I got from my trouble here, I think, is cash. Must not sneeze. So it would seem, yeah. Cool. So yeah, that was fun. Decided to put a sitar on the seat. Imagine my character sits there and plays it. Though I'm not entirely sure that looks much like a real sitar, but anyway. And in fact, it doesn't at all. There we go. This is two instruments with a similar name. Well, that was not the button I was looking for. It'll be a hot minute, but before too terribly long, I think it'll be coming up time to upgrade my ship again. So. Yeah, that was fun. Been looking forward to the 3-star Rangers quest line. Didn't quite know what to expect too much, and I still don't. Be interesting to see where it goes. It's a good start. Nice to... I kind of wish I'd wrapped up the previous stuff, the end of the Starborn thing before. You know, at the end of the last session, it would have made a bit better sense, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with exploring and meeting those folks and picking that up and heading out and exploring further on down the line. Don't think we'll have any shortage of stuff to keep us busy for a while. Yeah. Deputy outfit was better than I expected. The hat was worse. We'll see where things go with it, I guess. Definitely want to pick up those 3-star militia outfits, though, because that looked cool. I'll be keeping an eye out for that. Definitely the best, most 3-star collective thing I've seen. With has a nice jacket and stuff and a cool style. Definitely down for that. Other than the Akila City security uniform, which is also pretty sweet. Yeah, that was fun. Tomorrow we will jump back in and crack on with some more. I think should be good fun. Around about the same time. Gonna start work. I guess I have to start work tomorrow on a build for Fallout. Although not quite sure what I'm gonna do. Need to have a think about this. There's nothing massively new come out on the Atomic Stock recently, and I'm out of cash anyway. Atoms, so. We'll have to pursue that further. I don't know. I might come up with something. Might be something buried in my menu that I've not used in a while or before or something, and I might be able to come up with something fun. We shall see. But I'm going to aim for that for the weekend. Should be cool. New Outpost update and video and stuff, if you want to check it out, is up on the channel. So that one went up the other day, yesterday. So yeah, have a gander if you haven't. Yeah, should be good fun to see. Fun quest line with a nice reward at the end. Yeah, so far so good. I do like that 3-star vibe. Definitely my favourite by a mile. Wish I could store a bit more in my house in Akila, and I wish it was a bit bigger, but... Well, we'll get a couple of places, I guess, in Neon before too long, and eventually, once I get far enough through, I'll be able to store more at New Atlantis as well. And yeah, I've got an idea for my next outpost. Once I finish this one, we'll see where we go from there, I guess. Should be cool. Anyway, folks, I'm going to love you all and leave you and chill for a bit this evening. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you've had fun. We will continue pursuing this tomorrow, around about 7:30-ish again. Yeah, you know where all the buttons are down below if you're interested and haven't already. Like, subs, notification bell, all that good stuff. Social media links, merch store, channel memberships are all down there as well if you're interested in that. Thank you, Steve, for dropping that in chat. Yeah, do have a gander at all that. I do appreciate. Massively helps out. And yeah, we'll be back on this around about the same time tomorrow, which should be cool. So, have a good rest of the evening. Have a good day tomorrow. And yeah, I'll catch you all for a little bit more Space Cowboy stuff tomorrow. Should be good. Kind of wish I had a gunslinger build more and more as things go on, because I feel like it would be fun. We'll see. Anyway, folks, have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you next time. Night. See ya.
Thank you.